Have you ever finished a walk, the perfect exercise everyone swears by, only to feel heavier, slower, or somehow less energized than before? You're not alone. For years, walking has been the gold standard for healthy aging. Doctors, magazines, even wellness gurus said, just walk. But the truth is, after 60, your body starts asking for something more, something deeper. There's a small muscle in your lower leg that scientists now call your second heart. It's not flashy, and you can't see it flex in the mirror, but it quietly pumps blood back towards your heart, fuels balance, and keeps you steady when you stand. The problem? For most people, it's fallen asleep, and when it does, fatigue creeps in, swelling builds, and confidence fades. But here's the beautiful part. It's still there, waiting to wake up. And today, we'll learn how. Because sometimes the secret to strength isn't doing more, it's doing smarter. Welcome back to Timeless Health Conversations. I'm your host, John, and today we're joined once again by the legendary Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's beloved physician of longevity. Doctor, I've always heard that walking is the best medicine. But is that really true for those over 60?
John, walking is good, but only when the body's inner systems are awake. After 60, many people walk with their minds but not their muscles. The soleus, the deep muscle in the calf, is what keeps blood flowing upward. If it's dormant, every step becomes heavier, and circulation slows. When we perform a seated heel raise, we activate this second heart. It pumps blood back to the upper body, reducing fatigue and swelling. I've seen patients in their 70s regain lightness in their legs after just 2 weeks. They didn't walk farther. They walked smarter. You see, balance isn't built in the gym. It's built in awareness. The soleus connects your feet to your mind. It teaches your body to trust itself again. This isn't about vanity or speed. It's about reclaiming dignity in movement. Even 2 minutes a day can remind your body how to stand strong against gravity. So yes, walking matters. But for those over 60, awakening this silent muscle, that's where real vitality begins.
Doctor, in our last episode, you mentioned something that really caught people's attention. The idea that our legs have a second heart. That sounds almost poetic, but you meant it literally, didn't you?
Yes, John. It's quite real, and it's one of the most overlooked truths in medicine. Deep inside your lower leg lies a muscle called the soleus. It's small, hidden behind the larger calf muscle, but its function is extraordinary. Every time it contracts, it pushes blood upward, against gravity, back toward the heart. It's a living pump, a second heart, quietly helping your body circulate life. When you're young, this muscle works all day without you noticing. But after 60, when people sit more and move less, the soleus falls asleep. And when it does, blood begins to pool in the lower legs, swelling sets in, and walking starts to feel heavy as though your legs belong to someone else.
That explains why so many older adults say their legs feel tired even after short walks. They assume it's just age.
Exactly. They think it's normal, but it's not inevitable. What's happening isn't decay, it's disconnection. The brain and the muscle have lost their dialogue. You see, the soleus doesn't respond well to fast, jerky movements. It loves slow rhythmic contraction, the kind you create when you lift your heels gently while seated. That's why I often call the seated heel raise one of the most powerful longevity exercises in the world. 2 minutes a day can restore what years of walking cannot. It doesn't just move blood, it reawakens the body's awareness of balance and grounding.
That's fascinating. So, in a sense, we've been focusing on the wrong kind of movement?
Not wrong, John. Just incomplete. Walking is good for the heart and lungs, but it doesn't always engage the body's microcirculation system deeply enough. After 60, it's not about doing more activity. It's about doing targeted movement. Think of your body as a symphony. The big instruments, the heart, lungs, and large muscles play loudly. But if one small instrument, like the soleus, stops playing, the entire song loses harmony. Many older people feel this as fatigue or dizziness when standing, but often it's simply poor blood return from the legs.
And when that blood flow improves, what changes do you see in your patients?
The change is both physical and emotional. I once had a woman in her 70s who said she always felt as though she was walking through sand. Her doctor told her it was aging. But after 3 weeks of daily soleus activation, her swelling reduced, Her steps became lighter and, most importantly, her confidence returned. She said, "Doctor, I feel young in my legs again." That's not magic. That's physiology rediscovered. When circulation improves, your brain receives clearer signals from the lower body. You stand taller, your posture corrects itself, and your energy spreads evenly. You stop bracing yourself for imbalance and start trusting your body again.
It sounds like a small movement with enormous ripple effects.
That's the beauty of it, John. The older body doesn't need punishment, it needs communication. The Soleus responds to calm, consistent attention. When you lift your heels and feel that subtle squeeze in the lower leg, you are literally sending a message to your nervous system. I am still here. I still move. Over time, this creates a quiet transformation. Better balance, steadier blood pressure, clearer thinking. Even the brain benefits, because improved leg circulation means more oxygen reaching the head. I often say that strong legs support a strong mind.
So this second heart isn't just about blood flow. It's about vitality from the ground up.
Precisely. In Japanese medicine, we say that health begins with the feet. They connect us to the earth, to motion, to stability. The Soleus is the silent bridge between movement and stillness, strength and serenity. When it wakes up, people rediscover something they thought they had lost. Not youth, but ease. The ability to stand from a chair without strain, to walk without fear of losing balance, to feel the floor beneath them again. Those are not small victories. They are freedom.
That's such a profound way to look at it. For someone listening right now, perhaps they're over 60, maybe even 70, where should they begin?
Begin with gentleness. Sit on a sturdy chair, feet flat. Keep your toes grounded and lift your heels slowly. Nothing dramatic, no strain. Feel the tension rise in the back of your legs, then lower your heels with control. Do it 10 times, breathing naturally. That's all. If done daily, it tells the Soleus, wake up. You will notice the difference not in days, but in how your legs feel lighter, how your steps sound softer, how your body feels more alive. This is medicine that costs nothing and gives everything.
Doctor, I love that. Medicine that costs nothing and gives everything.
Yes, John. Longevity isn't only about how long you live, it's about how long you can move freely, think clearly, and feel connected to your own body. That connection begins at the very base of who we are, the feet, the calves, the Soleus, the second heart. So before you chase miles, before you chase steps, pause. Sit quietly, move gently, and remember, strength is not always loud. Sometimes it begins in silence, just the soft lift of a heel and the steady rhythm of life returning to your legs.
You know, Doctor, as I sit here listening to you, I keep thinking about how we've been taught to chase movement, to count steps, measure miles, track progress on glowing screens. But no one ever told us to listen to the quiet parts of our body, the muscles that whisper instead of shout. For so many years, I thought walking was enough. I told my father to walk more, my friends, my audience. But hearing you describe this second heart, I realize how many of us have been walking with only half our body truly awake.
That's true, John. We live in a world that celebrates noise and neglects stillness. Yet the body's wisdom often hides in silence. The Soleus doesn't ask for attention. It simply waits to serve. When you reawaken it, you don't just strengthen your legs, you restore harmony throughout your entire system. That's why I tell my patients, movement is not about youth or performance. It's about conversation. The more you listen, the better your body speaks back.
It's humbling, isn't it, to think that something as small as lifting your heels while sitting could have the power to change your circulation, your balance, your energy, even your confidence. I think about all the people listening right now, maybe sitting at their kitchen table or resting in a chair after a long day, wondering if it's too late to feel light again. Doctor, what would you say to them?
I would say, it is never too late. The body is always listening, even when you think it's forgotten how to respond. Start small. Start gently. Each time you lift your heels, imagine you are reteaching your body how to trust itself. Every repetition is a promise that you still care, that you still believe in your own movement. People think strength fades with age, but what truly fades is communication between the mind and the muscle, the breath and the heartbeat. When you bring that connection back, age becomes less about loss and more about refinement. The body does not stop serving you when you grow older. It simply asks to be understood in new ways.
That's such a peaceful way to think about it. Not fighting age, but cooperating with it, like learning a new rhythm instead of resisting the old one.
Exactly. You do not need to conquer time, John. You only need to move in harmony with it. When you rise from a chair, feel the ground beneath you. When you walk, let your steps be slow but certain. Let every heel raise remind you that you still carry strength. Quiet, unseen, but real. That is longevity. It's not measured in years, but in the quality of each moment you can stand with confidence and move with grace.
Doctor, thank you. You always remind us that health isn't found in clinics or machines. It's found in awareness, in the way we treat our own body with respect.
Awareness is the best medicine we have, John. Use it daily.
To everyone listening, take a breath. Feel your legs beneath you. Maybe lift your heels once or twice as you listen to the closing music. This tiny act, this gentle movement, might be the beginning of something profound. The second heart you awaken today could carry you gracefully through decades ahead. Thank you for joining us on Timeless Health Conversations. I'm John, and on behalf of Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, we hope you continue to move with purpose, with patience, and with peace. If this episode touched you, subscribe and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their step. Until next time, stay steady. Stay kind to your body, and remember, sometimes the quietest muscles tell the loudest truths.